here's the ultimate guide to earn and upgrade your team captain players in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. Now, Solstice family, and welcome back to another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. Hope you watching this one are having a wonderful start to your day. Let's get into the tips and show you how this works. Now, the first thing you need to know about your team captains is the Team Captain Field Pass. There's an entire hub for these players on how you can earn them and upgrade them. To find it, go to the Live Events tab, hold down the left trigger, and scroll on down till you get to Team Captains. Now, once you're here, you're going to see there's two different things you can earn. You're going to earn the lower overall cards, so the 78 overall versions of these players, and you're also going to earn something called Team Captain tokens. Now, the lower overall 78s are basically just the base versions of the card. As you go through and you earn the 78, then you're able to start upgrading them by getting Team Captain tokens. Now, I'm going to quickly show you guys how that works. As you guys can see right here, we're going to go to the My Item section of my binder, and I'm going to scroll on over to some of my Team Captain players. We'll just filter it down by program so you can see. In the Team Captain section, you'll see I've got some 78s and some 80s. Now, just using Jeff Saturday as an example right here, you'll see the card starts as a 78, and then as we get these Team Captain tokens, he's going to get boosted up. So once we get our token, I'm going to go to the Upgrades tab on this card. I'm going to click X. That's going to allow me to find my token, and then I can put this token into the card and boost him to an 80. So on and so forth. These cards will go up to 84s right now when you put in 4 tokens, but as the year progresses, their overall is going to go higher and higher, and there'll be more and more tokens available. To buy Madden 25 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now let's talk about how we can get these players, how we can get these tokens. Then I'm going to talk about the best way to use them, because that's probably what most of you guys are curious about. Now, in terms of how we get the tokens and how we get the players, it's very, very simple. Go to your team captains, click R1 to move you to the objectives tab, and as you guys can see, there are different missions you're going to complete. Now, these ones under the stats tab are pretty simple and self-explanatory. As you get sacks, interceptions, points, and fumbles, you're going to get 1500 team captain XP. 1500 team captain XP is enough to get you another level. So basically, anytime you do a mission, you get another level. If we do a mission, we'd go to level 9. If we did another mission, we'd go to level 10, and so on and so forth. Now, there's also the team captain missions. These team captain missions require you to have a team captain player in your lineup. So immediately when you go through and get to level number 2, put Troy Vincent in your lineup. Whether he's a starter, whether he's a backup, it doesn't matter. Me personally, if you guys look at my lineup screen, Troy Vincent's a little bit slow, but he is my cornerback number 4. I don't need to use him on my field, but he needs to be in my lineup for those missions to track. Now, before we continue with this video, real quick, if you enjoy Madden 25 Ultimate Team tips and tricks, be sure to scroll down and hit that red subscribe button. I post daily tips and tricks showing you how to make coins, get free players, and all that good stuff. If you like this video and you want more in-depth guides, hit that sub button. This one's kind of basic, but we usually go a lot more in depth. Now, getting back on track, we've gone through, we've got our team captain players. Should we grind these missions? Should we go through and try and get progress on these? You might be surprised with my answer, but I'm gonna say no. I honestly don't recommend you go through and go into solo challenges and just kick field goals over and over, or go through and try and get tackles over and over. It's just not worth it. Now, instead, what I would recommend you do is just play Madden Ultimate Team regularly. If there are some solos you need to grind, get those solos done. If you want to play online, play online. But every single thing you do is going to give you progress on these missions. Now, another caveat I need to say is these missions are a little bit misleading. If we read this title, it says record rushing yards with the team captain. That doesn't mean you physically need to run the football with your team captain player. No, as long as this card is in your lineup, you're chilling. Same thing with tackles. You don't need tackles with the team captain. He just needs to be in your lineup. So again, there's almost nothing you need to do when it comes to grinding for these objectives. All you need is to have that one team captain player in your lineup. Now, let's get into the more fun part of this video, which is which card should you be upgrading? That's much more of the decision. We're going through here, we're getting 4 or 5 different team captains. We can't upgrade them all. We get Troy Vincent, we get Manti Te'o, we get Jason Witten, we get Jeff Saturday, we get Mike Tolbert, and there's not enough tokens in here to go through and upgrade all of them. Now, this is where the item catalog is going to come into play. As you guys can see right here, if you go on over to the marketplace tab, you can navigate on over to your item catalog. Now, this catalog is going to show you every single player in the game, and when you filter it down by the program team captain, you guys are going to see it will show you the upgraded stats on these players. If we go through and we click R1 twice, we move on over to upgrades and we flick our left stick all the way to the right, we can actually see some of the stats on this player. As you guys can see, as I scroll down with my right stick, I'm going to see the boost. So right here on like this Jeff Saturday card, as an example, if we want to see what his strength looks like at an 83, it would be 76 plus 5. It goes up to 81. Then the more important stats like pass block, that is an example, goes up to 83. Run blocking would go up to a 77. That's It's not too bad. Now, you guys can do that with all the players if you'd like to see which players you want to upgrade, but I'll just rule out a couple right here off rip. Jason Witten is very, very slow. I would not say this card is worth it. 74 speed just ain't serviceable at the tight end position. We want someone faster. And then Mike Tolbert as well. I know this is only the 78 overall version of the card, but a fullback just probably isn't worth it for the time being. Now that leaves us with Manti Te'o, Troy Vincent, and Jeff Saturday as your options. Manti Te'o for me is probably going to take the third spot. 75 speed just ain't fast enough. Even when you upgrade this card to the maximum, he only goes up to 80 speed. That to me just is not worth using. There's much faster mid linebackers who you're going to use on your field. Now there's two other options here, Troy Vincent and Jeff Saturday, and both of these cards to me are actually pretty solid. If we take a look at Troy Vincent, he's not the quickest player in the world, which is too bad. At his maxed out overall, he gets to 81 speed, which is serviceable. It's usable. The catching is good, and he's actually going to have some solid zone coverage and man coverage. At a 79 and an 80, I would say this card is good, but to me, he's probably your second best option. If you want to use this card as like your cornerback 3 or a cornerback 4, go ahead. But I think the best player to upgrade is Jeff Saturday. I know it's not a sexy pick, but going through and having Jeff Saturday maxed out at all times feels like the move. He's got good stats, man. He's got really, really good stats at his 83s. His strength's at an 81, really good. His pass block's at an 83, really good. His run block is solid, but lower at a 76, but we're nitpicking here. I feel like every single card has their flaws, but to me personally, I think your best option is Jeff Saturday. Get him maxed out, and then any leftover tokens, I would put on Troy Vincent and maybe play him in the slot, or maybe play him at cornerback 4 in like your nickel and dime packages. And to be honest, boys, I'm actually making a bit of a mistake. I have Troy Vincent and I've got my tokens on him. I should probably be changing my tokens to Jeff Saturday. I will say, if you do want to move your tokens around, that is very, very possible. Go on over again to your item binder, go to the program team captain, and then let's say, for example, we don't want Troy Vincent anymore. I can go through here, I can go to the upgrades tab, and instead of scrolling to the right, we scroll to the left. So I scroll left, I click refund right here, and that's going to give me my tokens back. I can take these tokens back from Troy Vincent, and then I can put them on Jeff Saturday, which is probably what I should be doing. I think that is the best team captain option. And yeah, that is the ultimate guide to team captains in this game. I will say these cards will continue to progress, and if one of them ends up becoming better, I will make an updated video on that, because of course, as the year goes on, these cards don't stay at 84s or 83s, they go up and they go up. So say for example, in a couple weeks, we can get these cards up to 86s, and then Troy Vincent's speed actually goes up a lot. He could be worth doing, or maybe later in the year, you need a fullback for overall purposes. Mike Tolbert could be a good option. I don't think Jason Witten and Manti Te'o will ever really be used. I think Troy Vincent might have a chance to be used, and then the fullback could be used as well. But for the time being, it's Saturday number 1, it's Troy Vincent number 2. Once Jeff Saturday's upgraded, you can put your tokens on Troy Vincent. That's gonna do it for me. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to scroll down and drop a like, and until next time, I'm out. Love y'all. See ya. Peace. So family.